The American Civil War, 1861 to 1865, was a major conflict in United States history, fought mainly over slavery, states' rights, and the preservation of the Union. It remains the deadliest war in U.S. history. Causes of the war: slavery the central cause. Southern states depended on slave labor for their agricultural economy, especially cotton. Northern states were increasingly anti-slavery, states' rights. Southern leaders argued that states had the right to leave, secede, from the Union and govern themselves, especially on the issue of slavery. Sectional differences, industrial North versus agricultural South, created political, economic, and cultural tension. Election of Abraham Lincoln, 1860. Southern states feared Lincoln would abolish slavery, so 11 Southern states seceded and formed the Confederate States of America, led by Jefferson Davis. Major events: 1861, war begins at Fort Sumter. Confederates fired on a U.S. fort in South Carolina, starting the war. Major battles: First Battle of Bull Run, first major conflict, showing the war would be long and bloody. Antietam, 1862, bloodiest single day in American history. Gettysburg, 1863, turning point. Union victory stopped Confederate invasion of the North. Vicksburg, 1863, gave the Union control of the Mississippi River. Emancipation Proclamation, 1863, Lincoln declared enslaved people in Confederate states free. It made the war about ending slavery and discouraged European powers from supporting the Confederacy. Sherman's March to the Sea, 1864, Union General William Tecumseh Sherman destroyed Southern infrastructure to weaken the Confederacy's ability to fight. End of the war in April 1865. Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse. Other Confederate armies soon surrendered. Effects of the war: abolition of slavery. The 13th Amendment, 1865, permanently abolished slavery in the United States. Huge casualties, about 620,000 to 750,000 deaths, the deadliest conflict in U.S. history. Reconstruction era, the period after the war, 1865 to 1877, aimed at rebuilding the South and integrating formerly enslaved people into society, though it faced heavy resistance. Strengthened federal government. The Union victory established that states cannot secede and the federal government has ultimate authority.